Dear Kim Burrell and the Black Church, we gotta chat, sis. Y'all already know what time it is. I got the black V-neck on. So what is going on? You all have seen the news. Kim Burrell and her Queens of Comedy Kojic style speech dragging poor folks, working class folks who are in the congregation who possibly stay in an apartment or a trailer park and have PPP loans and haven't paid them off. Girl, Kim Burrell thought that she was going to deliver some like funny speech while talking to a congregation of like church folks, and it just went all the way left, like a lot of things that Kim Burrell speaks out of her mouth. Kim Burrell got a lot of backlash, surprisingly, and honestly, I wasn't surprised. This is very much the aesthetic of the black church. I know some people are going to be irritated and pissed off, but that's what I do here on my YouTube channel and everything else that I talk. I just piss people off. But I piss people off because I tell the truth, and I tell the truth that some people don't want to hear. And a lot of folks are pushing back and saying, hey, this is not the black church. This is not the church. This is not Christianity. This is a new thing. But girl, how many more Tyler Perry movies, plays? How many more movies do we have to see? How many more skits online do we have to see of folks making fun of the pastors stealing money from the church, the building fund that goes nowhere? How many more things do we like? It's like a recognized thing about the black church. How many more are we going to see before we say, you know what? Maybe this is the black church. Maybe this is how the folks who are running the black church are profiting off of folks living in poverty. Like some of the churches, y'all are not interested in, fixing the problems. Y'all are like a lot of like our healthcare system in the United States. Let's treat the symptoms and not fix the actual problem. And it's broken. It's completely broken. Now I know I gave y'all a spiel because I want to go ahead and get the girls who are mad even more madder as I drag and dig into Kim Burrell. Now I want to say that I have no interest in hopping on anti-fatness and talking about how undesirable Kim Burrell is while she's sitting here talking about people who are ugly. I'm listening to them like, Kim Burrell, honestly, girl, we're sitting side by side, girl. You're fat and you're undesirable. Like, girl, and you're around here dragging folks for being ugly. You are sitting next to the people who are read socially as undesirable. Like, mama, are you not seeing? I know that you might be delusional, thinking that you're better because you have money. And honestly, you don't even have that much coin, because come to find out, while Kim Burrell is dragging folks for getting PPP loans and scamming and doing whatever, she's one of the folks who took out a PPP loan too. Like, girl, you took out a triple P loan as well for $20,000 for your music stuff, like for your music business or whatever. And thanks to my guy Jonathan for pointing out and typing Kim Burrell's name on here, like we were able to see that Kim Burrell has a PPP loan. Like, girl, you're right here dragging the folks and you're sitting like, and that's just how it is. That's just how it is. So she's shaming the folks, although it says that she paid it or it was forgiven. She had a PPP loan as well. And honestly, $20,000 for a PPP loan isn't really a lot of money. The way she's talking, you would have thought that she was eligible for $100,000 or $500,000 or something. Like, Kim Burrell, you might be doing better than the folks that you're preying off of, but girl, you're not doing that well. Like, girl, a lot of y'all are dragging folks for getting PPP loans, but I'm like, some of these people who are dragging it are the same folks who did it. I didn't take out a PPP loan. I'm not interested in a little $20,000 loan, girl. That's not really doing anything for me. And I'm just looking at these folks who are just talking the most mess. We're out here getting approved for $20,000. I'm like, girl, like, what you couldn't go out and make $20,000? I can, like, it just, I don't know. It's very funny. It's just very funny seeing this, but I'm not going to play the whole clip of her talking mess, but I want y'all to hear some of it because it's complete foolishness.
You got to choose up. Find you some value. Sometimes before we get friends, we have to do an interview. How long have you been broke? How many times have you changed your name on your light bill? How many of your bills in your little cousin's name? Do you live in a trailer home or a house? You know, you understand. And it's not about status or material things. It's just about choices.
So you can just kind of just gather how comfortable she was. She had this queen behind her. You know, just like, girl, she throwing you under the bus too. This is Kim Burrell. Like, this is Kim Burrell, you know, talking like a regular black Kojic church person. The ones that we do not want. The ones who I avoided at all costs when it came to working at Olive Garden on a Sunday. Girl, y'all are the worst tippers. Like, I will bring back anti-black Justin. Y'all are some of the worst tippers ever. Girl, I used to work Kojic conventions. I used to work at restaurants. And baby, when the church folks come in on Sunday, after 2 o'clock, because, you know, black folks, y'all be in church, we be in church all day long, begging for something that we're not going to get. White folks be in church for 30, 45 minutes. They say, I think we're done here. I think we can leave. Like, white folks be in church 30, 45 minutes. It's like, I don't think we have to pray for much. Black folks be in there falling out, doing all this other stuff, and then go back to a life of poverty that the church has not fixed. You just can't make this stuff up. It's just funny. Like, it's just hilarious. And you got folks like Kim Burrell, who is giving a speech at a church convention. Just elitist, just jumping out. Like, she's just talking like she is just this big money grip, big money bags, while talking to working class folks who are literally the bread and butter for the church. It is not rich folks who are making 6 figures or more who are keeping the black church alive. It is working class, poor folks who are catching the bus to the church, who do not have vehicles, who are living in trailer parks and living in apartments and stuff, who are keeping the church alive. And y'all have the nerve to girl, it's a mess. So Kim Burrell released an apology. She was like, girl, the girls eat me up. Let me offer an apology. And it was just trash. The first apology was a written statement. As a kingdom citizen and a woman of integrity, I can acknowledge that some of my words, even in jest, can be offensive. My intention is never to hurt anyone, but to spread love and laughter, and more importantly, the gift which God has given me in song. If anyone was offended, I can sincerely say, I apologize. With that being said, the irony in this is that those who are criticizing my statement are displaying the very thing they have accused me of. However, it's not been humorous or in jest. My image has been used in multiple places, and false statements and narratives have been created. The punitive damages for some are quite lofty. Please be mindful of what is both written and said via video about me, especially if it contains the untruth, slander, and defamation, are not taken lightly, especially if it affects my name, image, or brand. Those pages where vile comments and false narratives have been created have been noted, reported, and hopefully silenced. Again, I apologize if anyone thought that my humor was malicious, but I will not under any circumstance tolerate harassment, slander, or for my character to be defamed. Best to all. Kim Burrell, Miss Moneybags. Yes, come on, Kim Burrell, honey, gave us this very church woman, mother. Well, girl, y'all ain't gonna slander my name, like, cause this is not of God, and y'all out here accusing me of doing this stuff, and y'all out here doing cause God. Girl, somebody call 1-800-RED prayer cloth and lay it on Miss Moneybag, Miss Money $20,000 PPP loan, Miss Kimberly Burrell. Somebody lay it on her and lay her to rest, because this is a mess. This was not an apology. This is someone who doesn't have a team, but probably is managing her own stuff. This was a piss poor apology. When you apologize, you acknowledge the harm and the wrongdoing that you have done. You do not ever say, I apologize if it offended. You apologize because now you have recognized that it has offended people. So it's no question about it, because you wouldn't be apologizing had it not been offensive to people. You're smart enough for that, Kim Burrell, girl. You've been and you applied for a PPP loan, so you know how to type your name in the sentence and put your social security number or your whatever, or probably CPN, because you look like a scammer. But this wasn't enough, and Miss Kim Burrell got ate up even more. The girls was like, Kim Burrell, honey, it's not giving. We finna drag you some more. And the girls did eat her up. They was pulling. That's how they found the PPP loan. But now she's released a video statement trying to clean it up. Let's play it real quick.
Hello, everybody. This is Kim Burrell. I'm sorry. I mean it. I mean that. Not from the letter, from my heart. I released a letter 2 days ago, It did not convey right at all. And I must tell you this, it was from an attorney that asked me to do it because
girl,
part,
bull.
so I know it was offensive. It should have been. It was not my intent for it to be, but it was her wording.
Girl, she giving this very gospel voice.
Because of the person you are and that. I said, nah. My friends called me and said, no, there are still people who are hurt from the part of them that they love about you. Come back. That's not the only reason I came back, because I still said, come on, but they didn't feel my heart. I came back because I do love you. This ain't about dates. This ain't about keeping my career. This is about keeping the love real. I love you guys so much.
Because the love is the brand.
I'm truly sorry.
The love is the brand.
I don't want to hurt you. I don't want to hurt you. I don't plan on hurting you. And I pray that you will heal from this. I'm sorry from the bottom of my heart. I love you. Wait and see. I do. Hello.
Girl, she is apologizing from the bottom of her pocketbook. Because, girl, I guarantee you it's low because Kim Burrell is making money off of going to appear at these churches and stuff. Like, that's how the church will hire someone like Kim Burrell, come speak and get the congregation, get new people to come to the church, more tithe money and all this other stuff. Like, Kim Burrell, and it's not looking good. Like, they're not, like, people are starting to catch on now. We are dealing with inflation. We're dealing with the cost of living going up. Wages are not keeping up. People are struggling out here. I cannot stress that enough. Like, seeing, like, people are really going through it. Really going through it. People are working 2 or 3 jobs just to survive. At one point, people used to work 2 jobs just to save, but it was still survival, or working something for the seasonal position to make some extra money to buy Christmas presents and all the other stuff. People are working 2-3 jobs just to pay bills. Rent prices are going up. The landlords are asking for more money to stay in a place. Like, and you got somebody like Kim Burrell who's completely disconnected. I'm glad someone reached out and touched her and told her, girl, you fucking up your bag. You fucking up your bag. Like, you are pissing off poor people. And poor people are the ones who are keeping you fed. Poor folks are keeping you fed. Working class folks are keeping you fed. What is your problem? What is your issue? What is your issue? I just don't get it. So this second apology is bull crap. She said this from the bottom of her heart. Girl, the things I want to say, I will get suspended. Baby, because I had a joke. Ooh, I had a joke. I had a joke, but I have moved on. Hallelujah. I have moved on from that type of commentary. But girl, let me tell you something. Woo! Kim Burrell, this doesn't surprise me. This is very consistent with folks like you who are in the church, very nasty, mean-spirited, pocketbook wearing, all this other stuff, Cadillac driving ass. Y'all need to be eradicated, to be honest. Y'all are not serving in it. Like, this is what y'all think. This is what a lot of folks in positions of power in the church think of working class poor folks. Like, I'm telling y'all right now. But tell me what y'all thought about Miss Kim Burrell's apology, the first one, the second one. What y'all think about the black church? Let's open up the discussion, because is this consistent with a lot of folks in the black church? Let me know in the comments, and I'll talk to y'all later on tonight. Bye.
Oh.